Hello everybody.
Morning.
We are in the Peak District and we are doing a 10-mile loop walk today. We just parked in the parking lot down below there. We are in an area called Lady Clough Moor in the Peak District. It's extremely busy today. There's people everywhere because it's Saturday and it's beautiful weather. So yeah, we're doing a 10-mile walk. I've got the map here. We're doing some like navigation practice with it.
Off-roading.
Yeah, we're going a little bit off-roading today, just walking in the open access land. So I got a route set on the map there that we're going to be following, and yeah, it's basically just going through the open access. We're going to stop and have some lunch. We've got backpacks with us. There's lunch in it, and we're going to have a wonderful day. And I think we're going to be crossing a stream or a creek or something like that. So it might be where we'll stop for lunch, but we've got a little bit of uphill to do right now. So we're going to get into that, and then we'll take you along on the journey with us today in the Peak District. So stay tuned. I hope you guys enjoy. Give you a little aerial of where we are. Just coming up through this wood. It's very steep. And then this is where we're going now. So according to this sign, which is called Allport Moor. Allport Moor. That's where we're heading now. So facing up this path here on top of the moor, and then we're striking a way that way. We got up high pretty quickly, literally like 10 minutes from the car. We're already pretty high, almost above tree line. Yeah. Like a rocky outcroft up there. It looks nice. I don't see any people, but yeah. Beautiful in the sun. Okay, we made it onto the wild country where basically there's no paths. So we're just basically walking through scrubland here. Tiffany's with me. Basically striking a bearing to the top of this hill up here. That's our destination. And then we're turning right at that. Not much up here to really see. It's kind of just open land, but the ground is soft. Yeah, it's definitely interesting. Now I got a little bit of a bog here to cross, or a stream, and you definitely need to watch your step. Yeah, so you gotta navigate across this, which Tiffany's gonna do now. Using her poles. Yeah, dig your poles in. That's it, big step. I'll get across now. Looks like there's something in front of us there, like I'm not sure, but that's big open country up here, isn't it? Definitely wild. Well, I'm gonna step across now. Let's see if I can do it. Oh yes. Oh, it's soft there though, isn't it? It's soft in the foot for sure. Yeah, there's something up here on the ground up here. I don't know what it is, but looks like we're going through some boggy sections, so sounds good to me. Let's do it. A little bit challenging of a drop here. It's quite wet down here. Tiffany's just, unfortunately, there's a balloon down there. Can't get away from pollution, I guess. It's always around. Tiffany's gonna do the right thing and pack it out. Are you packing it out?
Yeah.
Good on you for that. I was thinking of that. I was going to do it off camera. How wet is it though? Yeah, you can pack that out. Good job, Tiff. Yeah, doing our thing. So yeah, just this rut in the ground here pretty much goes all the way down there. I'm assuming when it rains a lot, the water runs down this direction. So yeah, we're basically heading towards that pine cone. That one in the middle of the screen there. That's where we're heading to. We're going to make our way to that. Tiffany's stuffing that in her backpack. I might have to stuff it in her backpack for her. But if we see any other rubbish, we'll pick it up. Anyway, let's keep moving. This is our pine tree we aimed for. And now we're going to select another pine tree and aim for that. Because that one in the middle there is a doozy. That one there. Yeah. We'll aim for that one and walk in that direction. Might even be the top. I don't think that pine tree was the top. No. The top point's supposed to be 521 meters. So,
Charles is only allowed to use his phone for filming.
yes, I'm only allowed to use my phone for filming. It is open land, isn't it? There's no one else really out here in this section because there's no path. And people are gonna want to stick to the path, aren't they? We don't stick to no paths. We go, what is that word? We go what? Rogue. We go rogue. It is pretty gnarly.
Running straight in.
Yeah, the baffles. Yeah, these baffles are here to keep the water from running so easily. So we got a little bit of a challenging of a little spot here to cross through because our navigation has taken us across this. So, yeah, we're still heading for the sheep. They haven't moved much, so I think it's a fair assessment because their heads are down. So yeah, a little bit challenging of a little terrain here, but it might be a little wet underfoot, but that's okay. We're ready for water. Well, that's definitely bog. That is. I'll keep my shoes dry quick. Yeah, I think we go to the top of this hill in front of us, Tiff, and look over the horizon to see what we can see. Oh, I'm down. Oh, to drop of water. That was a spill. That was a spill. My foot didn't go in. I just slid down the side of the thing. That, believe it or not, that's the second time I've fallen. And we've only walked about, I don't know, how many, half a mile? How many times have you fallen, Tiffany? Yes. There's my shoe, my foot. I got muck all in it now. I got bog all in it, and the water smacked me on the back of my hand. Anyway, let's get, I shouldn't have been filming. It's my own fault. Interesting. Let's get moving. All right, we're just making it down to the river. There's a river down here. It's got a little bit of a steep drop down to it. Hopefully it's gonna be safe. Because you can see the gorge cutting through the valley here. So we're heading down there now. And we're gonna stop and have some lunch because it's about 12 o'clock now. I haven't fallen over again, which is good. Silly boy. Yeah, that's why hiking sticks are so important when you're out here doing this stuff off terrain. You know, going rogue. You need hiking sticks, and I have one, but it's in my bag. But because I'm got the map in my hand and everything else, I didn't have it on me using it at the time. So it's nice walking though. Not too bad here. It's soft underfoot, which is always a good thing. So let's see what this river looks like in a minute. All right, we made it to the edge there, down to the creek, the river, and it was too steep. We would have had to roly-poly down it, and it's too steep. So we're basically walking around now, trying to find a more accessible place down to the creek, if we can make it down there. Yeah, it's quite a big gorge in the valley here. It is. You can see the water down there, which is nice. Maybe we'll make it down to it. We'll see how the day goes.
We have to cross it at some point.
Yes, we'll have to cross it at some point. Wow.
Someone's been here before us.
Why? Oh, someone's made a little cane, or whatever you call it. Cairn. Someone's made a little cairn. That's interesting. His own little piece of rock work in the middle of this land. All right, let's skirt around this around the gorge and see what we can find. There's a way down, a safe way down. All right, we found a safe point to kind of cross just down here. We came down that little thing and dropped here. We're basically just skirting, and then Tiffany's heading up. Then we're gonna get back on top again. So we had to take a little detour than what we had planned because of the terrain, but we're going up now. We're just in this little cloth or gloff. What do you call it, Tiffany? Gloff. Anyway, now I've got to climb up there and meet Tiffany on the top. Just spotted a pretty nice waterfall with a nice pool at the bottom. It's a heading towards that rocky outcroft in the distance there. Right there. That's where we're heading to. That rocky outcroft now. We've got to readjust our way of going. So, really want to visit that waterfall though. Man, I'd get naked in that. Just kidding. Just walking on the side of the gorge here. It's quite steep. See the river down there. It's beautiful. Tiffany's going to disappear around the corner and leave me all behind. We're walking on like I'm assuming this is a sheep path, because that's the only thing I can think of that would make it sensible, but definitely have to watch your footing because it's self-explanatory, isn't it? It's pretty gnarly terrain. Okay, let's catch up with Tiffany because she's way ahead of me. Another waterfall down here. Really nice one too. Two pools, that's like two levels. You can swim in the top one and I've had enough here. I'm gonna go down to the bottom. Go down to the bottom. Pretty cool, man. It's just too far, too steep to get down to them. We're just walking the basically the ridge here. It's quite tough going, but we're doing it. Tiffany fell. So we're 3-1. Yes, because I fell again. I slid in the mud. Rocky outcroft down there above the river. Yes. All right. Let's keep moving. Okay, hot cocoa by the river. It's a little bit windy, but we're doing okay. Tiffany's having a coffee. I'm having hot cocoa, which is really nice. With water filtered from the river. It's a pretty good ticket, that is. Oh, I see a runner, Tiffany. There's someone coming down here. Why? He's basically telling us where our path is. Yeah, that's true, isn't he? Yeah, he's coming down here. Maybe he's coming down to the river. I know, it's true. Or maybe we are. Maybe he's like, crap, how do you get down there? Anyway, I'm gonna finish my hot cocoa and then we're gonna head up and find what are these rocks we're heading to?
We're heading towards Bleaklow Rocks.
Oh, Bleaklow Rocks, yeah.
What we're going to do is pick up the Pennine Way.
Pick up the Pennine Way.
Cut back down
The good old PW.
Last time we were up here, we couldn't see anything. It's a better day today.
Yeah, oh yeah. A lot better of a day. And we'll make sure we follow that person coming down here so we know how to get there. All right, cheers. I scared Mr. Hare out of his den. He's chilling there now. He's looking around. He's like, what are you doing? This is my area. Yeah. Right, we're heading that direction. Let's keep moving. Just walking on the top of the moorland here. It's quite rough terrain behind us there. A little bit of wet, ups and downs, a little bit of peat. Hopefully Pete makes it out of that. So yeah, we're heading towards, according to the map, there is stakes marking across the terrain where we're heading towards. And once we get to those stakes, we're turning left to head towards the Pennine Way. We saw one person the whole day so far. It's about 3 o'clock. We've seen one person. And she was just walking the river when we were down there having a cup of coffee. She was walking across the top, wasn't she, Tiff? Been quite tough terrain, really, but enjoyable. It's definitely off the beaten path, that's for sure. I haven't seen many footprints. I mean, these are all deer. Oh, sorry, deer. Well, it could be deer. Oh, there's a footprint. Oh, wow, a footprint. A Homo sapien has been here. Yeah, look at that. If you fall in that, you might disappear. There's a peat bog, that is. If you fall in that, you might disappear for a few days. So yeah, that rocky little outcroft up there on top of the hill there, outcroft, whatever you want to call it, is kind of where we're heading. I don't see any stakes yet, I've been looking. So, and over here, there's a little bit of a rocky mound over there. We're assuming that's called granite stones or something. Can't pronounce it. So, yeah, it's good terrain, man. All right, let's keep moving. Get to our spot, and it's dried up bog there. The sun's parched it. Well, we've made it to the fence, and we're right underneath the bleak low stones. Down there is what they call the swamp, and all these little gullies here are what basically feed the river we've been walking next to, which is called the Bilklow River. Yeah, no, sorry, River Airport, Alport or something, A-L-P-O-R-T. Alport, yeah. So basically, this hill up here and all these surrounding hills feed that river that we basically walked for a while. Just seen a few blokes walking down over there. So there's a few people out and about now. They're basically cutting where we were. I don't know if you can make these guys out. So we're following this fence line now, and we're basically heading towards the Pennine Way, and then we're going to follow the Pennine Way back into civilization. So it's been really good getting out here and going off the beaten path and going to the open land. So yeah, the Bricklow stones are quite cool. Used it on the map as a navigation point so we could know where we were on the map, which is good. So we're going to track on down this fence line here, follow this to the Pennine Way, and we'll see you at the Pennine Way. The good old PW. Tiffany off to catch more, pick up more litter. It's about 5 pieces we took today. They're like balloons. People letting off fun balloons, littering the landscape. Good honor for that. Leave a comment in the video giving Tiffany a good on you for that. Hell yeah, for picking up that stuff. She's an angel. So yeah, we're just following the fence line. We should be coming in contact with the Pennine Way soon. Don't know how much further we got to go. I imagine it's not far by looking at the map. Probably a quarter of a mile maybe. But yeah, I think it's about 3 o'clock now, so we've been going for about 5 hours. So yeah, Tiffany's on her way back to the track, and then follow up behind. Good afternoon. We are just still walking this fence line, basically heading towards the A57, and then our car's parked down at the lay-by in those woods down there. So when we get to the A57, we're just going to walk down the road. We were going to cross it and then carry on up the hills, but it's getting just past 4 o'clock now, and it took a little longer than we expected. So we're going to cut it short and just walk down the road to our to the car. So Pennine Way is just a little bit over to the left of to the right of us. There's a whole bunch of cars at the little stop area. As you can see them over there. See the glistening of cars over there somewhere. Oh, maybe you can't. Yeah, it's quite a lot of people. So I think we're just gonna get to the A57 and call this hike over. We're gonna find a pub on the way home and get some grub and maybe a cold brew, and call this little Pennine Way adventure over. Tiffany, I think. They're a little tired. It's quite warm, yeah. Quite sunny and quite tough terrain, but that's what we wanted. We wanted to get into tough terrain. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave me a comment. That'd be nice of you. I'd really appreciate it. And we'll see you on the next hike. Should be not too far away because we're going to keep training, keep our legs active for the coast to coast in September. So take care, guys, and we'll see you later. Bye, Tiff.
Bye.
Thanks for collecting the litter.